The story of the Yeti begins a long time ago, back at the beginning of Clash. Back then, as many of you already know, there were 10 original troops that you could use inside of the barracks. But what you may not know was that there was actually an 11th troop back then, but that just wasn't available in the barracks. This other troop was a big, strong, hairy creature that had horns, and was basically like a giant. The one problem with it, though, was that he was way too nice to be in battles. Rather than to attack the enemies, he would simply try to befriend everyone instead of trying to destroy them. Obviously, this proved to be an issue for the king because he needed stone-cold killers and beasts in his army, not jolly good fellows that are friends with everyone. And since the troop was of no use to the king, he had no choice but to banish the troop from the village. And for a long time, everyone in the village, including the chief, had forgotten about this troop. So once this new troop was banished from the Clash of Clans village, where did he go? Wherever the wind blew him. He started to travel up north in search of some new friends. He wandered for a long time, but never found anyone. He kept wandering to a point where it started to get really, really cold, and snow started to fall from the sky. He decided to keep going a bit further, but if he didn't find anyone, he would just head back, because he couldn't really stand the cold for too long. But as he continued walking, he heard some mini screams coming from the distance. He quickly ran over to see where the screams were coming from, and when he got there, he saw a bunch of furry little pink furballs being chased around by some sort of ice golem. He hated to see this, and he quickly jumped to the furball's defense. He fought off the ice golem and forced him to retreat. And once he scared off the ice golems, he turned over to the cute-looking furballs. He asked if they were okay, and they all nodded back in return. He had no idea what these little furball things were, and they had no idea who or what he was, but after being saved by him, the furballs immediately fell in love with him. They quickly huddled up to him and bounced up and down. The new troop was really happy to see this and felt super thrilled that he had just made not just one friend, but tons of them. It was starting to get cold, so the new troop made their way over to the cave where he got himself nice and warm. But because they were so much smaller than him, they had a hard time keeping up sometimes. And so the new troop made a small basket that had slung over his back just like a backpack, so that he could carry his little friends around with him wherever he wanted. As time went by, the new troop started to get hairier and hairier, so much to the point that it completely covered his body and face. This worked out well because it helped protect him from the freezing cold outside, and that meant that he could leave his cave without getting cold. The fur on his body grew the color white, and so he almost resembled an abominable snowman, or a yeti. So for a long time, the Yeti and his little Yeti mites, as he liked to call them, enjoyed themselves by playing games in the snow and just having an overall fun time every day. But one day, they were playing a game and one of the Yeti mites ran away. The Yeti couldn't find the Yeti mite, and so he started to follow the footsteps in the snow. He followed them for a long time, but at a certain point, the footsteps stopped because there was no more snow. And in the distance, the Yeti could hear the sound of other troops and buildings and what sounded like a village. So he thought that his little friend may have gone over there. So the Yeti made his way over to the Clash of Clans village, and once he got there, he looked around for a bit while all of the other troops looked at him awkwardly, wondering who the heck this hairy beast was. Finally, the Yeti found his lost Yeti mite hiding behind some defense called a scatter shot or something like that. The Yeti picked up his Yeti mite and was about to be on his way back to the cave. But on the way back, he passed by someone who looked very familiar, the village chief. He was standing right beside the town hall. The Yeti got super angry when he remembered that it was him who had banished him from the Clash of Clans village. And when the Yeti got angry, one of the Yeti mites sensed the Yeti's anger and immediately hopped out of the basket and charged the king. The Yeti mite then threw himself into the king and the town hall and then exploded. And before the Yeti mite himself could charge the village chief, the barbarian king stepped in and told him, Whoa there, we don't want any trouble, friend. What are you here for?" The Yeti's ears perked up at the word friend, and he immediately calmed down, and remembered that he just wanted to make new friends. He told the king that he was just here to search for his long-lost friend and that he was going to be on his way. But the king thought that the Yeti would make a super powerful new troop for the village considering his size and strength and his little friends. And so he told the Yeti that if he wanted, he could stay in the village and possibly fight in the army. And also that he could have way more friends if he stayed here. And once again, all the Yeti needed to hear was that he would have way more friends at the village, and so he agreed. And although he was still a super friendly troop, and you wouldn't think that he would attack any troops or defenses, you would be wrong, because any defenses or defending clan castle troops that attack any one of his friends will just make him mad, and he will start attacking whatever. And since his little Yeti mites like him so much, that when the Yeti is taken out, the Yeti might send themselves flying into whatever the nearest defense building is. Or whenever the Yeti gets mad himself, they start hopping off his back and fighting whatever is closest. And that there is the story of how the Yeti came into the world of Clash. Hey, what is going on, you guys? Hopefully you guys did enjoy that Yeti story. So I'm gonna go ahead hop into some live attacks with the brand new update. We just got that brand new hero here, as you can see, the Royal Champion. Unfortunately, it is only level 1, but what we are going to do is we're gonna go ahead and use that boost heroes thing so that we can get its special ability, which is that sword toss, sort of like that Captain America thing, where it bounces off 4 buildings and miraculously like destroys them or whatever. It's only level 5, so it's not going to do like a ton of damage, but I am kind of curious to see what it's going to be like just using that ability overall. And I also want to see that new feature that they actually added in. If you guys read the patch notes, where are they here? Where apparently, if you know how sometimes you're attacking and you're like placing spells and stuff, and you forget to hit your hero's ability. Apparently they added a new feature that whenever the hero is about to take a fatal blow, so they're about to get destroyed basically by a cannon or whatever, the hero ability is going to get automatically activated so that you never accidentally forget to use it. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and see what happens inside of this battle. So we got a typical Electro Dragon attack. So let's go ahead and just hop into it and see what it is all about. Also, let me know down in the comments down below, how are you guys enjoying the brand new update so far? Have any of you guys actually upgraded to Town Hall 13, or are you not quite there yet? Also, if you aren't in Town Hall 13, I'm kind of curious, like what sort of new stuff did they add for you, or like how you're enjoying the update? Because I know they added the Yeti for Town Hall 12. I'm not sure what like people who are like Town Hall 10 or below really get. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments. I'm quite curious actually. And unfortunately, we are going to be stuck in the clouds here a little bit, so I'll take this time to tell you guys a bit about what is going on. So as you know, the Town Hall 13 update just came out. Just finished the Yeti story, as I'm sure you already know. But there is also the new Royal Champion, Town Hall 13, and some other stuff. So I am going to go ahead and make a story on those coming out soon. I am literally in the middle of my exam season, and I've never been busier in my life. So I'm going to try and get those done for you guys as soon as I can. It probably won't be till at least the 13th or 14th that the next story will come out. But definitely make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss it when it finally does come out. And yeah, and then also Clash Royale just had their update and they released a new card called the Battle Healer. So that's going to go ahead and build off the new healer stories that I just did. So I'll be releasing that sometime in December as well. If you haven't seen the healer stories, I strongly recommend you guys go check that out. I'll have it linked at the end of the video, which you can check out. It's actually a pretty good story. It's one of my favorite ones, so if you haven't seen it, I recommend you do. But anyways, we are still stuck in the clouds. I thought Clash of Clans or Supercell was going to fix this, but I'm not even like that high up right now. I think I'm only in Titans 3, so cloud time really should not be this bad. So this is kind of unfortunate. But, well, okay, I'm looking over at my notes right now. I had like stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I wasn't expecting to be in the clouds this long. So I'm honestly kind of running out of stuff to talk about. But yeah, I haven't actually had a chance to try out the Yeti yet. I've only seen videos of it. It takes up a lot of housing space, so and also I have a level 0, so I haven't had a chance to use it. I haven't seen any meta attacks with it yet either, so we'll kind of see how that goes. But I think it's going to be a really, really good card on defense. Because it has those like Yeti mites that are sort of like fire spirits where they sort of like hop onto enemies and explode. I'm not sure if they do area damage or not, but I think it's going to be really, really strong on defense. Because you can have like 2 Yetis and then like a baby dragon, I'm pretty sure, or like a wizard or something like that. So I feel like that's going to be a really strong defensive combo. But I guess only time will tell, and we'll see in our next clan war what people start to use. And once people other than Galadon and like General Tony, who have all the money in the world to like fully upgrade these, once like more normal players like start unlocking them and upgrading them. So I guess it'll be like a month before we actually see it. It actually would be really cool if, you know how in Clash Royale, or for those of you that play Clash Royale, they have a thing that where now when you unlock a brand new troop or card, it automatically gets leveled up to your level. So that means you can use it right away. You don't have to wait for like a month or two for yourself to like upgrade it enough so that it's actually viable within the game. I think that'd be really cool inside Clash of Clans where like everyone gets a chance to use the Yeti for like a week or something, like a special event. So even like people who are in like Town Hall 9, they just get to use it for kind of like a special event like the Ice Wizard, where you get to use it for a little bit just to sort of see what's up with it. Alright, this is absolutely bonkers. We're still stuck in the clouds after, I believe, like 4 minutes. That is crazy. Alright, I am going to go ahead and speed up the video until I find a base here, so bear with me here. Oh my god, okay, finally we found a base. After waiting, even after waiting that long, it's only like 5 trophies and hardly any loot, but I am not waiting in the clouds again, so we're just gonna go ahead and attack this. So let's go ahead and deploy all of our troops. We're gonna take the bottom left side, I think, with all of our E-Drags. I'm gonna try and save the new royal champion a little bit, because I don't want her to die right away, so I'm gonna save her until they're in the base a bit. And I think now is a good time to place it. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze all that clan castle so all my troops don't get absolutely wrecked. Play my clone spells on my E-Drags, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use my Grand Warden. Okay, watch the Barbarian King. As his health is starting to go down, it's gonna get auto-activated. I'm not gonna touch anything, and let's just wait and see what happens there. Alright, he stopped getting attacked as much, so nothing's really happening yet. But in a sec, he should be getting pretty low from that Expo. So I'm not touching anything. Alright, we didn't have enough time. Okay, watch the Barbarian King. He's about to take fatal damage soon. Or not. Wow, okay. Our Barbarian King is a beast and refuses to die. Alright, so I didn't touch anything there. As you can see, the Archer Tower was about to take a fatal blow to him, and he ended up just activating his own ability. So that's pretty cool. Now I can basically attack, and then instead of having to wait to hit my hero's ability, I can literally do whatever. I don't have to pay attention anymore. I can just spam all my E-Drags, my spells, and my balloons, and then just place my heroes, and then literally just... It's gonna make my life so much easier now that I can literally just attack for like a minute, turn it off, and then just come back later and see if I won or not. I mean, and using E-Drags, usually you can't really lose, even if you just spam them all in the same spot. Even like if they have that side trapped, like you're at least gonna get 50% or 1 star because they are just so powerful. And now they're only level 3 too. It goes all the way up to level 4, so I can't wait to get them like fully max and see just how powerful they are. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through all that cloud time and all of that. I know it was a lot longer than I was expecting to. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like. And then, like I said, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next story videos. During the month of December, when I'm on break and finally done with my final exams at university, I am going to be grinding so much and trying to get as many videos done for you guys as I can. So definitely make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. But anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.